Hello, my name is On Blast. In this video, I'm going to show you how to fix an issue that I didn't even know existed. Now, a couple weeks ago, the update version 1.31 came out for ATS and ETS2, and a couple days later, I released this video showing you how to update the truck dealer files so that you could use modded trucks, because a lot of people seem to be having trouble with that. So, I had this very helpful commenter down here, Smokin' Joe 347, who mentioned that there was a problem with steerable axles after the 1.31 update. And as you can see, I told him that I would go and see if I can find out anything about it, and I did. So thanks for bringing this to my attention. This is the video showing you how to fix that. So actually, I can just close this. If we go into American Truck Simulator, the mod I'm going to be using for this demonstration is a mod that actually never had a steerable axle. This is ATS, right? Yeah. I'm going to be using Luna, which is Bucking Bronco 1968 truck. If you've watched most of my tongue-tied. If you've watched just about any of my multiplayer videos or some of the videos over on his channel, then you'll recognize the truck. Now, Luna is based from a truck that his Pony OC drives in a fanfiction series that we're writing together. And she was described as having a lift axle, which she does, that both has power going to it and is able to be steered. Now, we're not sure if this is exactly possible in real life, but in a game and in a story, it is. So we were attempting to do so. However, before, I don't know why I started the truck. Before, there was no way, you can see it doesn't steer. There was no way for me to make it steerable without a 3D modeler, which I don't have. But now with the 1.31 beta, they have changed this. So what you're going to want to do... Okay, so that was probably an extremely noticeable jump cut, but I screwed up the first time recording this, and forgot to actually make sure you could see what I was doing when I went onto the desktop. So you were just sort of looking at a blank screen. I noticed that in editing, so I had to go back and fix it. So what you want to do is go to Documents, American Truck Simulator, Mod, and then I'm using Luna, so I'll go into Luna. And as I said in my last how-to video, open it with WinRAR, 7-zip, or whatever other program you use that I don't know about. And then go into Def, Vehicle, Truck, and then whatever the folder is. So this one will be Peterbilt 389. And the comment I used, or the commenter who brought this to my attention was trying to use the RJL Scania. So for that one in particular, I'm pretty sure last I used it, the folder you're going to want to go into is scania.rs. That'll have the modified chassis. So then you go into chassis, and then whatever chassis you want to modify, make sure you know the name of it. And then, well, here's what you need to add. So it'll look like that. What you want to do, what I do, is I just copy these and then paste them, and then change powered to steered, or steerable, rather. And then copy paste all of these. And it may take some trial and error to figure out which axle it is you want to modify. Usually they'll be in order from front to back of the truck. So front axle, front rear, middle rear, rear rear is the order it should be in. But with mod trucks, you can't really be sure. So you see with this one, it's front axle, mid rear, rear rear, and then front rear. So the extra axle is just slapped onto the end, which it technically shouldn't be. So, and I labeled these myself, so it may or may not be labeled. You're just going to have to try and figure out which one it is. Do trial and error. So now, I want the last one here, because this would be the front rear axle. I want that steerable, and of course I want the front axle steerable. But I don't want... Oops. I knew I was going to do that eventually. This is my third take of this. I don't want the drive axle steerable out, obviously. Or what would usually be considered the drive axles, since all three of them are drives in this. Alright, so that's all you need to do. And then you need to save it, obviously. And now it's going to jump back into the original video where I'll go back into the game and show you that it works. Now Luna will have a steerable axle in the middle. So I'm sorry for making this mistake. It might make it look fake, but it's really not, I promise. You know, I mean, it takes 5 minutes. You can go try it for yourself and see that this is how you really do it. This was sloppy of me. And, I mean, the first time I did it, you couldn't see what I was doing. The second time I did it, the thing wasn't even recording. This is just, I'm not having a good morning so far. So, sorry for the mistake. If I end up doing another how-to video, I'll try to make sure this doesn't happen again. And I hope this video was helpful. I forgot to ever say that. Then go back into the game. They've updated the World of Trucks images. A lot of them I've seen are quite nice. And now, if we look, you can see that the lift axle now steers. Which, it steers at a greater angle than I would like, but I don't know if I can modify that or not. Yeah, they're not supposed to steer much. Definitely not that much, but that's the best that I can do at the moment. But this will work on any truck if it's a truck that had steering axles. Sorry. If it's a truck that had steering axles previously, all you need to do is add that and you'll be able to have steerable axles again. Or if you have a truck that you want a steerable axle on, then you do that and it puts a steerable axle on it even if it didn't have one before, as with Luna. I was going to show a separate example with a truck that already had a steerable axle in the past, but I don't have any that aren't Steam mods, so I can't really. So yeah, that should be it for this video. If you have any more questions, please comment. You know, I'm glad to be helping people, and last I checked, you know, my last how-to video had over 200 views, so that's great. Just, you know, don't subscribe just for this stuff, because how-to videos isn't what I do. If there's an issue that I see needs to be fixed, I'll make a video trying to help people fix it, but I don't specialize in how-to videos, so don't subscribe just for the how-to videos. And with that, I'll talk to y'all later.